Well, it is my great pleasure and honor to be with you again for important part of the paper which you are going to submit to international journals, how to design a table or structures for your manuscript. First of all, why do we need table or chemical structure? It will help to organize the data of too much details and complications, act as a summary of detailed information, enable relationships, data, and results to be seen easily, help readers' brain to quickly understand large amount of data. You can imagine if you do a review article, 200 paper on only one paper, and you would like to understand the data easily, especially if you would like to compare between different classes of data, especially in the biological activity. Therefore, the instructions to construct a table, first, the table contents will be determined based on the title. Therefore, it is important to write appropriate title designing the table. Number 3, use consistent formatting and clear labels for heading in the table to ensure easy understanding of for the audience. References should be supporting the data, and the reference is better to be updated, and very important also, papers published in high impact journals and well-known publishers. Notes and abbreviation would be added below the table. Finally, don't forget to refer to your table within written text. One example from our student. See here, if we would like to correct this table, first, there is no title. Number 2, here is the plant name, but the plant name must be in italic. It comes to isolated compound. Here is polysaccharides, but polysaccharides is class, not compound. So you have to search and find the chemical compound. Number 3, here they wrote the effect on E. coli. This is not compound, this is pharmacological activity. So it is not the right column. In contradictory, here pharmacological uses. But if you look to pharmacological uses like cough, for example, this is traditional uses in traditional medicine. So it is not appropriate, right? So here is empty column must be removed. And here is the references which we have mentioned. I will give you one example of our paper recently published in Journal Ethnopharmacological, Journal of Ethnopharmacology, Q1 Drug Discovery, exploring natural products-based cancer therapeutics derived from Egyptian flora. If you look here to the table, bioactive Egyptian medicinal plant extracts with known anti-cancer activity. So extract and the cancer activity. It means I will take the plant name in italic, area of collection, what type of extract we use, then what activity here. So, and as activity, we wrote IC50. Then what is the scale of the activity? For example, here is 1 positive. Then here is table 2, bioactive, means the compound, not the extract. Egyptian plants derived compounds with known anti-cancer. It means we will focus on the plant, then the area of collection, then the chemical compound. And here is the compound, right? What is the separation tool? Chromatography. What is the spectroscopic analysis? Structure elucidation. Then what is the activity? And you notice here 3 positive. Below the table, you should write what means 3 positives, strong activity. What means of UV, for example, or IR, or proton NMR. What means of CC, column chromatography, etc. So you see, it is very easy to read and also easy to compare the biological activity when it is 1 positive or 2 positive or 3 positive. The next, screening for evaluated Egyptian medicinal plants again in clinical trial. So now we will go to clinical trial. It means plant, clinical trial. And what disease is here? What is the reference? And the link, of course, when it comes to clinical trial, we have to put the link, right? So you see all the information in very simple way. Another table, screening for compounds in this case. So compounds derived from Egyptian flora in clinical trial as anti-cancer. So I put underline with the target of our table. So the compound is here and the preclinical, the disease, and again, the references with the link. If we go to drawing chemical structures, for chemical compounds, actually the ChemDraw is the top software for creating and sharing chemical diagrams for professional and students. ChemDraw has an easy to use, it is easy to use, and you can use it in several purposes, as I will show you. So of course you install first the software of the ChemDraw in your computer. After that, you will see it is very easy to use and draw the structure using the icons here. For example, benzene ring, you choose a benzene ring, you choose the bond, etc. till you draw the whole structure. When you have the structure, then you can choose even the journal. So you see a lot of facilities and a lot of valuable parameters you can use directly. So when you submit your paper, it is really in the proper way. So you choose the journal style and you mark all your compounds, then you can get it like this, for example. You see, all have the same format. All are consistent, right? Furthermore, when you draw the structure, then you can check in SciFinder if, for example, you would like to know if the compound is new or known, or what is the activity, what has been published, then you can use it directly in SciFinder. Another use of chemical structure, if you are interested to study about NMR, proton, carbon, or two-dimensional, about NMR prediction, then you need to have the chemical structures. That's why I say, please install the chemical structure. Finally, you can use also the chemical structure for three-dimensional. I hope the lecture is useful for you. Thank you very much for your team and for the audience. يا رب يكون علمي ينتفع به، ويا رب إن حضراتكم تنشروه في سبيل صدقة جارية وعلما ينتفع به. شكرا لحضراتكم. And I'm looking forward for your constructive criticism. Thank you very much.